Hi everyone, Jacqueline here. So today I'm at Home Depot. We're going to check and see what they got in stock. It's been a while since I've done a video at Home Depot, so we're just going to see if they have any deals today. And the first thing I'm noticing that they have a really good supply of is hibiscus. And they are looking not bad. They've got some color on them. They're running at about $29.98, you can see here. But we've got some great colors in them. Some of them are a little faded in the flowers, but I think this is the first time I've seen this good of a selection of Home Depot. And for those of you that love rabbit statues, they have a beautiful rabbit statue here and a few other things going on. They've got some palm trees, and the palms are $24.98, I think. $24.98. I see a lot of people buy palms at this time of year, put on the deck, and then they take them inside. We have some gnomes here, and we just have a nice variety of statues and fountains, which are always nice. And they have a little wee one back there, and some bubblers, turtles, different kinds of plants, some of the cone-shaped baskets here. So they still have lots of tomato baskets, you can see here. Some really nice big ones that are already bearing some fruit. That's one way of saving time and effort, is to buy a plant that's already bearing fruit. And they have a lot of smaller ones over here, and they still have a pile of them along there. For a 6 up, they're looking at about $7.98 here. Now this is in Canada, you guys, in Saskatchewan, these pricing. This is Canadian pricing for anybody from the States. This will give you an idea of what we're seeing here in Saskatchewan. I'm just looking here to see what we have for plants. I always like a nice herb. So they have they have a rack here of just herbs that they have. Some sages, lavenders, lemongrass this time. And really nice variety here. You still need grasses to fill your containers. We have a good selection here. A lot of people use the purple grass. This is the false Dracaena. I am partial to this ornamental grass right here. And this is a red rooster, sedge laiche. These are not hardy. They're not going to survive our winters, but they sure add a touch of whimsy in the garden, and they also look beautiful moving in the wind. I really, really like them. We have another variety of ornamental grasses. We have the graceful grassless fireworks. This is a proven winner's variety. It's a very short variety. We have some millet, and I really like millet. I grew it from seed. I didn't grow any last year, and I kind of miss it, to be honest. This might be something that I grow again next year, just because I was so thrilled with it. Over on the other side, we have mint, mojito mints over here, and then we have a variety of pansies here. We have mixed Canada Day dianthus here. These are not going to survive our winter, these carnations here, but they're sure pretty. I've tried growing them before and they don't make it, but they're nice to add as an annual to the garden. The lilies are on sale right now, $9.98. And I mean, they're mixed lilies, so you really don't know too much about what color we're going to get. We'll look here and see what it says. Tiny ink. It looks like this is a red. Last year I bought a lot of these on sale when they dropped them down. That very well could happen again, that they drop the price. Over here we have some different shrubs here. This is purple smoke bush. These are going to get good size in your garden, so if you have a small yard, that might not be the shrub for you. We have lavenders here. And then we have some different euonymus, Peking cotton Easters, euonymus gold, gaiety, spireas. These are $7.98. Nice filler plant. And then we have rhododendrons, which do not grow in my climate. So if you buy these, be prepared to take them inside. I don't know that you could protect them well enough to even leave them in the ground. You know, they're only good to -23. So we hit at least -35, -40 sometimes, maybe even a little colder with the wind. So too much work to protect them over the winter. So you'd have to take them in and then bring them back out, but nice buds on them. And we have some Japanese barberries here, beautiful reds, potentillas. These are the number two pots. There's 2-gallon pots, all different colors here. Remember, potentillas don't like haircuts, so they may not survive. Over here we have a variety of different hydrangeas, and I will tell you that some of these hydrangeas will not grow in my climate here, but in your climate they may. Like we have the endless summers. And these ones are the first edition, and these are the little hottie hydrangeas. And we're just gonna walk along here, try not to get in people's ways. Quite a few people mulling around today, with it being a holiday weekend. We have Snow White here. These are a mock orange. And then we have lemony lace elderberry. These are zones 4 to 7. They may not make our winters. And then we have our Wygeas, which will not survive in our weather. These do not survive in Saskatchewan at all, so I definitely wouldn't recommend buying any of these, especially when you look at the wine and roses. They're zone 4 to 8. You're gonna have to protect them or you're gonna lose them. And then here we have the Winecraft Black, which I love the leaves. And you're looking at zone 5 to 8. You know, all these plants, they come from a big warehouse and they're shipped to the stores. I don't think they look at what they ship to the stores for the zones. So that can be a problem for us gardeners who live in a cold climate. If you don't pay attention to what you're buying, you're gonna buy something that's not gonna live, and then you're gonna have to return it to the store. And quite honestly, that's kind of a pain in the butt. So I really remind people to keep an eye on things. Over here, we have some beautiful climbing roses. This is an Antique 89. We have John Cabot's, and that looks like just John Davis, John Cabot, John Davis, and the Antique 1989. And I do see one William Booth right there, and they're $15.98. Now we're in my zone, the cheap zone, so to speak. So we have salvias here, Nemorosa for $3. We have phlox here, which I'm definitely going to take for $3. Now, they don't look the best, but these can be cut back and brought back to life. We have a light pink Fashionista Ballerina perennial for $3. We're taking them, especially when they're big pots like this. I come to Home Depot very specifically looking for deals. That's what I aim for. More phlox here at $3. So you can fill gaps in your garden pretty darn fast. And here we have a compact bright rose. So we'll take that one. This is how you make the buck go further. More pink. You can see the condition of these. Okay, you can see I filled my cart. Surprise, surprise. but I'm all about deals. So let's go down these other aisles and see what they got. I was really hoping I'd find some sales, and we lucked out. I think it'll be nice. We'll cut these back and we'll plant them all, and they'll be gorgeous in the garden. So here we're into the clematis, all the vines here. The honeysuckles are here. There's a couple of different honeysuckles that I want to point out. We have the mandarin right back here, which is more of an orange. And then we have the Dropmore Scarlet, which is more of a red. So you have some options when it comes to honeysuckles. You don't have to go with the plain Jane red. There is an orange available. So now we're going to do a tour of what we got here for hostas. And usually the hostas at Home Depot are plain Jane hostas. But sometimes they do have names on them. So this is Bressingham Blue. And we have Royal Standard. And just kind of going through these to see. Big Daddy. Big Daddy looks like they'd be a really nice hosta. One thing I like about these, if you find a hosta, and here's the tip, that has multiple stems in it, you can take it home and split it. So you get a bigger bang for your buck. Look at this one, how full it is. There is lots in there. You can probably get 5 plants out of that. So there's a tip on this hosta. And I think this is Big Daddy too. It's a blue-green. So that is the way to go when it comes to hostas. Try to get the pot with the most stems in it. And their little hostas are looking like they're on for $5, which is nice. These are days I think I shouldn't have came here because I spend money. And we're looking at fragrant bouquet. That would mean the flowers are very fragrant. You can see the flowers are kind of spent here. And we have elbow marginata. And yeah, I think those are all elbow marginatas. And over here, August Moon. That one I hadn't heard of before. You can let me know in the comments if you have. For $5, that's a pretty full plant. I think I could divide it if we look here. Yep, that's dividable to make more plants. Very nice. $5 a pot. I think I can squeeze it in very carefully. Yes, it has some brown leaves on it, but I'm all about the division. Now we're into peonies, you guys. So for anybody who's looking for peonies, Home Depot has a pile of peonies. I know I had one subscriber looking in Quebec and couldn't find any. Check out your Home Depot if you haven't been there, because we got a good mix here. So we have the plain pinks here, and they're $9.98. And they're all about the same type. We have flowering red. And there's just a nice variety here. It's all standard though. You aren't gonna find any of the fancy peonies here, but you will find some nice ones if you're just starting into peonies or if you like pinks and reds. We have a light pink here. This is called Peacher. Sarah Bernhardt, which is a classic. And it says they're all on for $9.98 for that size of pot. So these ones are the more expensive ones. The Peacher. This one's the more expensive out of it. Same with the Sarah Bernhardts. There's a few larger pots down here for $19.98. If you're gonna go big, you might as well go for the bigger pots. You have a better chance of getting blooms the second year. We have more salvias here. I mean, here's the pinks that I am looking for in the garden. And this is Rose Marble. They're $9.98 for these ones that aren't reduced. So I feel lucky to get some for $3, even though they're half dead. I mean, perennials are really hardy. That's not a problem. We have ornamental onions here. Good variety here. They're $9.98. We have Monardos down below, $9.98. On the other side here, which I haven't shared with you yet, I got so focused on stuff, we have our lemon jade sedums. They're $14.98. We have our banana cream. If you live in a hardier environment than I do, then these will work for you. More salvias. I find you gotta be careful of some of these salvias. Not necessarily the proven winners ones, but some of the other ones will spread through your entire yard. So you gotta keep up on them. We have Storm Cloud here for proven winners. This is a periwinkle blue. And then we have amazing daisies, which are always gorgeous. I would treat these as an annual because I think they're like a zone 5. Yeah, 5 to 9. So definitely I'd treat it as an annual. It would have to be protected for the winter otherwise, but it's very beautiful. And then we have Tuscan Sun. This should be good for our climate. Usually any sort of Heliopsis is good here and grows very well. So I can't read this upside down. 3 to 9 for sure. I like Tuscan Sun very much. I have some in my yard. Look at that. And we have Gay Feather Liatris, as some people say. But this one's a nice one because this actually looks like it is a bit of a pink. I could be wrong. There's none here in bloom for me to compare. But if it's a pink, then it's maybe something you want in your garden. And then we have more salvias and lilies here. And then down below, there's just extra containers of hostas and salvias. We have bleeding hearts down here. We're into heucheras here now. And we have cherry truffles, which looks absolutely gorgeous on camera. And then here, of course, we have black pearl. These are all $14.98 and they are beautiful. And I love them together. Look at that mix there. So we have heuchera, wild berry, toffee tart, spearmint, gumdrop, peachberry, ice, pearl, all in for $5. Hostas Woo La La, Dianthus cranberry cocktail, Dianthus cherry vanilla, Brunneras diamonds, and Brunner Queen of Hearts, $5. All in here. So this is, let's see if I can get a hold of it better. Toffee tart. I think this must be the Queen of Hearts. Nope, this is silver gumdrop. I should have known by the leaf. So they're trying to clear these out. Pearl, it's black pearl. For the hostas, if you're interested in hostas, we have Hudson Bay, which is the hosta of the year. And this is water slide, Shadowland water slide. You can see the leaves are unique. We have our dianthus, and this is our spearmint, I'm pretty sure. Yep, did okay on identifying that one. And you can see here, these are all $5. And then on the end of the aisle, we have oriental lilies. And these are $24.98. They're almost spent, quite honestly. And a tip for you, if you do have oriental lilies or you love them, before you take them in the house, take the stamens off and give them a good shake out, because look at that pollen, it'll be all over your furniture and your clothing. All right, let's check out some annuals. I'm just going to go through here and not say a lot because there's quite a few people around, and then I'll speak at the end of the row. Good choices. I love the lilies. This is the area where you're going to get a lot of color. We got some really gorgeous arrangements here. That's a beautiful basket. I really like that. I'm not much for all purple baskets, but the purple and white does it for me. This is definitely something I would consider duplicating next year. Now we're heading into the Proven Winners plants again. And it's pretty much the same as what they had last time. Some lantanas, a bunch of different supertunias, bordeaux's. You know, we're seeing pretty much everything. I never did get the colors I wanted in the supertunias, but that's okay. You know, I could have bought a big plant and divided it up and took them out and redid it, but I found what I wanted that was close, and quite honestly, they're beautiful as it is. Now check out this beautiful arrangement here. I think this is so pretty. Isn't that gorgeous? If you're looking for lupins, they definitely have some lupins here in a variety of colors. They're big pots. They're $17.98, but you're getting some really nice colors in here. I love the two tones on the lupins. Just a tip for you guys, they're easy to grow from seed, direct sow, rather than start them inside. This is something that I never, ever, ever see here. And this is, you know what I'm saying, it's a Japanese maple. And to find this in Saskatchewan, which will not survive outside, is amazing. Look at that. I would treat this as a bonsai and keep it inside. If they put it on sale, I would consider trying to save it. But I'm not paying $50 for that. There's just no way. For those of you that would, more power to you. Okay, now we're into the catmints and cone flowers, double scoop echinaceas. Can't really see the colors on them yet. But we have a variety of gaillardias. We're into delphiniums here, and these are the new millennial varieties here. And we're looking at some hollyhocks in here, double hollyhocks. They're calling them a perennial. Don't let that fool you. They're biennial. That's kind of a mislabel on them. Eventually they drop enough seeds that you get them coming back every year because they keep dropping them, so then they keep blooming, but that's just the way it goes. Yarrow. Love yarrow and coreopsis. Yarrow is one of my go-tos. You got to read through them though, because I like certain colors. And here's one that would float my boat, and this is dark orange. We all need some orange in our garden. If you haven't got orange in your garden, really consider giving it a try. It's well worth it. And then we have some more down here. And we have speedwells. And what do we have here? We're just gonna dig in here and see if I can pull this out. This is a wallflower. Let's see, I'll find a place where I can set it down. It is super pretty. Look at the coloring on it. We're just gonna have a look at the tag. Only good to -18, you guys, so it's not gonna survive in our climate. And then finally we're heading into the oriental poppies. One oriental poppy I'm looking for is the variegated ones. I haven't seen them anywhere. It's been a long time, but if I see some, I definitely will probably pick up one. And then we have phlox here that really should be marked down, but they aren't. Probably another day or so they'll put them on sale. And then we have our California poppies in here, or Iceland poppies, and dianthus. And then at the end of the aisle we have some succulents. I hope you enjoyed this video at Home Depot. I wanted to share with you what's here. I also wanted to check for some sales for myself, which I lucked out. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye everybody.